They said
or
the
else
stock
we're not
market
gonna
will
have time to
boom
talk about it.
if I'm elected. If he's elected, the stock market will crash.
Okay.
That was President Trump during the final presidential debate, claiming if Biden won, the economy will tank. Now, Moody's is predicting a potential recession in the new year. Welcome back to the show. President Obama's former economic advisor, Professor Austan Goolsbee. Professor, you know, I'm watching the stock market go up. I'm watching $1 trillion here, $1 trillion there, a couple trillion. America is on the junk, sir, professor of economics, professor. Americans on the junk. What happens when we stop giving people money to spend?
Well, it depends if we got control of the virus or not, I think. I mean, I always say the virus is the boss here. And the good news is we're going to have this vaccine or some collection of vaccines by maybe the middle of next year. But boy, between now and then, a lot could go wrong if we neglect to try to slow the spread of this thing.
Okay, but let's talk about the economy, Austan. I mean, the economy, we've seen 18, 19% unemployment at the depths of the pandemic, and now we're hovering around 6%. Is this a healthy economy? And should the stock market be making record highs, if not for $1 trillion stimulus packages?
Yeah, it's not a very good economy. You know, we've snapped back about half to 2/3 of the hole that we fell into as this thing began. I've been surprised. I mean, we've talked about this before, Eric. I've been surprised that the stock market has been as buoyant, as resilient, or whatever as it has been. We had that one day where we lost 21 million jobs. They announced in a single month, worst day in the history of the job market, the stock market went up. I think part of it is the relief money that's coming from the government. But I think another part of it is the view that big companies are not going to have as much small company competition if a lot of these small businesses are going to go under. So their profitability is going up. If you're
Austan,
big enough to have a stock,
You and I know this. 70% of the employment in America comes in small businesses. So if big Walmarts and Targets and the big companies and Amazon are hiring and they're making some money, all the money, what happens to the 70%, the small businesses? When the stimulus stops, Austan, come on, the shoe has to drop. There are going to be people out of work. What are we going to continue? We become a socialist country if we're going to continue to pay people to stay home because they can't get jobs because the big companies are the only people hiring.
Well, wait, I was with you. I was going along with you. I was agreeing with everything you said until you went off the rails on the last sentence. Look, this thing is a temporary shock that's hitting the economy. It's not unlike a natural disaster. It's not unlike a big world war. And the thing that we have to do for a temporary shock is try to prevent that temporary thing from becoming permanent. And I fear that by saying, no, let's cut off the relief money, you threaten to make permanent a lot of these closings of small businesses. They won't be able to come back. People get evicted from their homes. They won't be able to move back in. So I think we'd be better off providing temporary relief and extending it. I don't consider that stimulus, by the way.
When do you stop?
You stop
once
we got the vaccine and the virus is done. That's when you stop.
Well, we got the vaccine. It's coming now. Now they're talking about another $1 trillion.
It's coming, but it's not here yet. It's not here yet. That's the point, is that we're going to have hundreds of thousands of people dying and millions of businesses going under permanently if we do not control the spread of this virus and if we don't give relief. Right now, we're going to turn a temporary thing into a permanent thing. That's what I don't want to happen.
All right. You know, I'm going to have to leave it there, Austan, but I will give you credit on one thing, something that I've been preaching about for the better part of 15 years on television, that the debt matters, and a massive, massive debt that we are running, national debt, is a national security risk. And for some reason, no one else seems to care. It's been a talking point for a very long time. You know, we're $23 trillion in debt on our way to 25 or 30 or 50. Who knows? When does it stop? I have no idea. Austan Goolsbee, everybody. Always good to have you on, my friend.
Great to see you again, Eric.